At the end of the day, we all want to go to our destination on time, and we all want to go home safely. Hi guys, my name is Hong, and I've been driving for quite a long time. I got my license when I was 16 in Canada. I've been a rider for about 10 years as well. And I represent Nitro. We used to be a print magazine since 2009, and we shifted entirely online to be a digital platform in 2013, and I guess pretty much until today. So for the longest time, we have a preference, if you may, on tuned, modified cars, motorsports, racing, that sort of stuff. And we kind of transitioned into doing new car reviews as well. So I think when it comes to safety, when we talk about the safety elements, the technology in cars and in bikes, it's something that we talk about quite frequently. And it's something that I think a lot of viewers, a lot of potential car or bike buyers are interested in as well, because those are assets they want to protect, and more importantly, the occupants of the car or the rider and the pillion riders themselves as well. So safety is something that we do talk about quite a fair bit. I think, like some of your viewers, I too have lost friends and loved ones to traffic accidents, and that is a pain that no, I don't wish anyone to experience, but anyone who has experienced that will not forget about the pain. And I think that is something that is very important and often overlooked by a lot of people. I had a friend rider, and in fact I have a few friends that I've lost along the way, and one of whom was hit by a drunk driver, one of whom was hit by a bus driver. The bus driver fell asleep at the wheel, and those are very innocent situations. That particular friend stopped at a traffic light after work. It was late in the night, well, early in the morning, and he was just going home from late night work. Those kind of shocks, because you wake up in the morning, you receive a text message, and that's it. All right, so in terms of what some of the drivers or riders may be overlooking in terms of safety on the roads, one, I think it's situational awareness. So for example, a driver or rider might be distracted by the radio, by a text message, by the GPS navigation, and those scenarios also causes a lot of road incidents. All we need sometimes is that 5 seconds. We're looking at the road, we look down at the radio, we come back up, and the road conditions has changed, the situation has changed, and that could in fact cause an accident. I think it causes a lot of accidents. And the second one, I think, would be maybe a sense of entitlement. We are, obviously a lot of us on the roads are always rushing to get from point A to point B, and so we tend to be maybe a little less gracious than we could be, a little bit less courteous than we could be. Things like using your turn signals, for example, signaling your intentions early so that other road users know what you're trying to do, instead of just cutting lanes. So I think it's crucial and important, and it shouldn't just be limited towards media production companies or KOLs and influencers. I think anyone with a social media platform, if you have only friends and family members following, and you are a driver or a rider or a road user, then there is social and civic responsibility. If we ride around on a motorcycle on the roads, for example, in a tank top and shorts and flip-flops, half-face helmet with no gloves, legally that's allowed as long as you have a PSB approved helmet. But realistically, it is extremely dangerous. If I were to do that and take a photo or take a short video and post it online, it might send a message where, oh, it's okay to do it because the weather is hot, or oh, it's okay to do it because it looks good or it looks cool, but it sends a wrong message. And that kind of trickles down as well. So anything we post online, anything, even if it's a comment that we make on a public post, I think it matters. It matters. Well, I think the fact that when we talked about this earlier, right, about the technology and how it has improved leaps and bounds over the years in cars and in bikes. Now, of course, the safety elements should continue to evolve, and manufacturers continue to innovate how they can bring more safety features to the drivers and riders and other road users. But again, it's still, at the moment at least, for the next 5-10 years, autonomous driving is not going to be the majority yet. So I think we still, as humans, as the drivers, we are still in control of the vehicles. So we are the ones that need to make the change ourselves. Now, I'm not without flaws. I admit that I'm also guilty with a lot of bad habits. I think when it comes to driving and riding on the public roads, as any road user for that matter, try to be courteous, try to be a little bit more gracious. Sometimes letting the vehicle cut in front of you may slow you down by 10 seconds in the grand scheme of things. And if those 10 seconds will not change your life, do it. If a car gives way to you, put your window down if you're driving, or raise your hand just to wave back at the vehicle or the driver or rider behind you to say thanks, and spreading some calmness and courtesy and graciousness. I think that could go a long way. At the end of the day, we all want to go to our destination on time, and we all want to go home safely.